Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Robert Khakham Show. As always, I am with my amazing producer, Tyler Hartley.
Tyler Hartley,
I
thank
gave
you.
him one chance to say his name.
I thought I did. I actually thought I did it right that time. I thought I came after, and that was what I was supposed to do.
No, you're learning. You're learning.
Okay.
That was all right. It was good.
It was good though, right?
It was
I like
okay.
the little pause in between though, like a build of suspense. Like maybe I got fired this week. Maybe it's a new guy. That's possible.
No, you did great, man. All right, Tyler Hartley is on the show. Great weekend this weekend. Amazing weekend. I did Yuck Yuck's Oshawa this weekend, and my girl came out to see me in Oshawa. She drove herself.
She travels to this, doesn't she? Like she comes from Kingston, correct?
No, she didn't come from Kingston. She was in Toronto.
Okay.
She drove herself to come because I didn't have a car, so I got another comic, Tyler Risman, we love him, to drive me to Oshawa, and she came to Oshawa to pick me up and then take me back. It was a very, very, very fun time. She drove me home. We drove home in the rain, in the freezing rain. I have never been more scared for my life than when a girl is driving and I'm the passenger. The whole time she's driving, I'm just thinking, this is how it ends.
Yes.
They are going to talk about me. I am going to die, and they're going to say he had so much potential, but then his girl drove him home in the rain, and he died listening to Kid Cudi on the way home from Yuck Yuck's Oshawa. One of the scariest drives in my life. I was being very, very cool, very chill, because you can't distract a driver.
You can't make her more nervous.
You can't make her
think she's nervous.
You cannot make her more nervous.
Yeah.
You cannot let them think that you're nervous because then they get nervous. So I was just looking into my phone the whole time, but I was shitting my bricks.
Yeah.
I was shitting bricks. I was shitting myself on the way home from Yuck Yuck's Oshawa. She brought me gummy bears, which are my favorite.
That's good.
I love gummy bears.
Keeps you calm. Keeps the little boy calm in the passenger seat. That's good.
I love Haribo gummy bears. My favorite gummy bears ever, the Haribo gummy bears.
I think it's like the only gummy bear.
They make you chew. It makes you think while you chew them because they fight back. The gummy bears fight back. So I was chewing gummy bears, listening on my phone, listening to her music, and driving home in the freezing rain where we could not see anything. Again, never been more scared for my life. I just did not want to go out like this. I did not want
would, right? Yeah.
I did not want them to say this is how he's gonna he had so much potential. He had his whole career ahead of him. He was so fucking funny, but he made one fatal mistake. He trusted a girl to drive him home because he didn't have his car and he didn't want to take the GO train, and he also did want to get laid after.
Yes. Obviously.
The downfall of man.
Was she a bad driver?
No. She was not a bad driver.
So what in particular made you nervous? Was it like preconceived thoughts or just the experience in general? Were you in the moment or are you thinking like, oh, like it's going to go bad?
I had no control, which is what made me scared.
Okay.
I had if I was the one driving, even if I could not see anything, I still would have been more calm than being in the passenger seat of that. Not a bad driver. Okay. That's not what it is. Not a bad driver. Okay.
You said bad the second time.
Not the greatest, but not the worst either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
There was a little bit of steering wheel motion.
A little turbulence.
Trying to find where the lines are on the road.
And she was trying to find where the lines were on the road.
And that's okay. It was hard to see.
It's concerning.
Give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But again, I was just like the whole time, I'm like, this is it. This is how it ends. I'm done for. I am going, and the last thing I ever hear is Sexy Red singing that song with Drake. You know that song? Ooh.
No, keep going.
Ooh.
No, not quite. Keep going.
It's a long ooh. It's a very long.
Is there more to it? Like, give me one bar.
I don't know.
Give me one bar.
I know that's.
I know you
because
rap. Give me one bar.
I tune out as soon as that song comes out. When it comes on as ooh, in post. You're gonna add the first part of that song.
Well, I wouldn't have to if you just give me a bar.
God awful song.
Okay.
God awful
Take your
song.
word
The
for it.
worst song to die for.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be, when they talk about those bands, every great band that has potential for some reason can never find a good pilot, and that pilot always just crashes into a mountain on their way to do some gig in Nebraska. Who was it? That one band who sang that song, "Sweet Home Alabama."
They died like that? I had no idea.
They died in a plane crash. I do not know the name of the band, but the band that sang "Sweet Home Alabama" got fucking destroyed in a plane crash that hit a mountain or something like that. Lots of stories like this of very talented musicians. I would have preferred to die in a plane crash, to be honest, than getting killed on the 401 driving home from Yuck Yucks, Oshawa after doing 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
What was the band's name?
Leonard Skinner is the original composer. I don't know if that's the one that you're talking about, though. It could have been the band that like remade, because I'm pretty sure that song is remade afterwards. Should probably have looked that up as well.
Leonard, can you please Google just bands who have died in plane crashes? And I just want an approximate number, if you can. Thank you very much, Tyler. Doing a great job this episode. Thank you.
Artists who, well, as artists, because I don't and necessarily was traveling at once. So as artists, I think artists is acceptable. We got Stevie Ray Vaughan, Leonard Skinner. So I think it is actually, that's who you're talking about.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
Died in a plane crash?
Yeah, died in a plane crash. That's what it says.
Talented musicians, all in our time, for some reason, can never find a pilot that knows how to...
John Denver died in a plane crash.
Who's that?
John Denver. He's a country singer, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I just know of him.
What song did he sing?
I don't know. These are just notable names I can think of. These are ones that recognize. But yeah, sorry. So you were saying that artists can't travel on planes?
Artists should not travel without if they're not the ones traveling themselves. Okay, but that's not true, because certain comedians also died. Sam Kinison was driving his fucking Corvette, his convertible, down somewhere in Nevada or down the street, and he tried to overtake a truck, and another truck came and just squished him.
Yeah.
Rough, very rough. But my point is, I was absolutely terrified for my life. I did not want that conversation. I could picture it. If I was a ghost, I would have came back and listened to those conversations of people telling me that, talking about me, saying that I had so much fucking potential. I was ready to call my mom and say, "Hey, I don't think I'm gonna make it."
That's a very you move to call your mom. Yeah.
Just to terrify the shit out, and then I would have walked in at home 20 minutes later. But I will say she did a great job. She was probably very nervous too, and she will listen to this. So
you think she was nervous driving? Why?
Definitely.
Why?
It was just you just are. We just are.
Are you a nervous driver? Are you a nervous driver?
Depends who's in the car with me. I'm a nervous driver. It depends who is in the car.
When you've been driving me home before, have you been nervous in the car?
No.
It's insulting.
Why?
Because I feel like you'd be nervous if your mom was in the car.
Because she makes me... I've driven my mom a bunch of times.
Okay, like...
In her car.
Tell me your closest friend that you would be nervous about driving in the car. And then I will determine if that's an insulting remark.
Nervous as in because I would kill us both, and then people would talk about them being like they had a lot of potential.
I like it how you always bring it back to this.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Because no, I'm saying that I don't think I'm important enough to you. So you're like, who cares if we both die? This guy's a fucking schmuck.
Well, I mean, I would die.
That's how it's coming across right now.
I would die too. But again, I'm coming at it at the point of, would I be nervous driving this person because people are going to talk about them, that they had a lot of potential?
It's even worse when you put it this way.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's more insulting this way.
If that is the question, then my answer is No, I have never been nervous driving anyone else based purely on the fact that nobody will talk about them after they die. As for me,
I mean, listen, it's insulting. It actually is. It's true. There'd be like maybe 5 people that would discuss my death and be like, maybe, but like, yeah, no, like, and like, it's, yeah, okay.
As for me,
it's insulting, but it's true. I'll take it.
As for me, there will be pictures of me in different comedy clubs with little candles around them.
I will be desecrating all of those pictures.
I hope you do.
When your girlfriend kills you in a car accident, inevitably.
I hope you do, because there will be little fake candles and little memoriams around me, just in the back room somewhere. Nowhere visible, I can assume. Pictures of me, little cards being like, Robert, he had so much potential. And you know what happened? He did not drive his own car.
They're going to be like, Robert, king of cum comedy. That's what they're going to say. King of coming comedy. Speaking of that, did you jerk off today? You have I came energy today. You have a tired energy to you right now.
What gives away that energy?
The fact that you're tired.
Do I seem tired?
You seem somber right now. What's going on? Did you break up? Did you not come? Did you come? What's going on with that?
I jerked off as soon as I woke up.
This
morning.
I could sense it. I could feel it on you, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I could absolutely. Yeah.
I jerked off this morning, and in the back of my head, I was like, I should not be doing this.
Yeah, exactly. I could feel it.
I have the podcast today. I had therapy.
How was therapy?
It was so good that I'm never booking it again on the day that we do the podcast.
Yeah, dude, you seem like it. You seem exhausted. Like you've overcome something clearly, but it took a lot out of you, though.
I am drained.
I'm emotionally and drained of cum.
I'm emotionally drained, and also drained cum-wise.
You are cum deprived right now.
I'm very, very, very.
Yeah. Okay.
Drained.
Do you want some wine? Here, this will help.
Is that real wine?
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
What did you think? What? Did you
it's okay. I have to drive after this.
It's a prop.
God forbid I die.
God forbid.
God forbid. We've already gone over what happens if I die.
Listen, man, people wouldn't stop talking. I don't know if the world will keep going.
I've been in touch more recently, I will say, with how I am feeling as a human being recently.
Yes.
Because I have been not smoking weed for the last 7 days, and I have an app that tracks it. It's called Grounded. Okay, yeah. A little tree gets built every day. I have a tree that gets built every day as I progress through my journey of not smoking weed.
I've seen these things.
Okay, yeah. Right now it's at an acorn with little seedlings sprouting out of it. Okay,
that's fun.
You want to see it? There it is. That's what it looks like.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's a fun little.
Yeah, it's a fun little
way to do things.
And there's a timer, and it tells you, and the more you don't smoke weed, the bigger your tree grows.
It's funny how bigger like the problem would be. Like if it was like 8 days not doing heroin, it's like this little fucking cartoon acorn building. It's like that's not for that person. That's childish.
That person would not be able to see their acorn because their phone would be in a police lockup because they're detoxing off of heroin. First of all,
scumbags.
By the way, heroin isn't even a thing anymore. Just so you know. It's not around anymore.
People do heroin still?
No, it's fentanyl now. It's all fentanyl.
Oh, it's just fentanyl. Nobody's doing heroin?
Heroin really doesn't exist anymore. It's not 2002. Heroin is done.
I'm out of touch.
You're old.
I'm out of touch.
I recently found this out myself.
Oh, that's terrifying. Okay.
Heroin isn't a thing. Now it's just fentanyl. That's why you see all
those... Are people still doing heroin, though? Like, it's just not as popular?
They're still doing opioids, but heroin itself isn't really around much no more.
Why? Just because is it cost? Is that what it is?
It's sort of been phased out. It's the new. It's not trendy anymore. Heroin's an old man's drug now.
Okay.
Fentanyl is the buzz. Is the new hype now. Fentanyl's the new opioid on the block.
Okay. I got that.
It's like, remember back in the day when LMFAO was popular, party rock anthem. When LMFAO was popular, everyone was on heroin. Now we got who's in now? Now we got Sexy Red.
Sexy Red, yes. We just
and everybody, anyone who listens to Sexy Red is a fentanyl addict. Period.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Absolutely. No further description needed. Explanation.
I have not smoked weed for 7 days, 17 hours, 22 minutes, and now 57 seconds. As of 58, it's 23 minutes.
Yeah.
As of this recording, I've been way more in touch with my feelings. I have stopped smoking weed. I've realized now that if you smoke weed, you are a fucking loser.
Yes.
Life is not supposed to be fun. Not everything is supposed to be fun. You are supposed to have fun moments, little fun moments in life, little moments of joy, of achievements. You can take pride in those moments, but not everything is supposed to be fun. And this is the problem with weed, is weed makes everything fun. And some things should just not be fun. You're supposed to be bored sometimes. Going to the grocery store isn't supposed to be fun. Going grocery shopping, it can be fun if you find the right deals, but going grocery shopping is not supposed to be fun. Riding the bus isn't supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be in these situations being like, this sucks. I need to work my fucking ass off so I don't have to take the bus anymore.
Exactly. You should hate riding the bus. Absolutely.
You should hate riding the bus.
Yes.
You should hate having to stand in the grocery line to price match your groceries. I remember now what it feels like to be a human being and what it feels like to be bored. I remember what it feels like to just be bored. I have not been bored in 5 years since I started smoking weed heavily at the beginning of COVID. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to be bored. You're supposed to understand. You're supposed to have boring moments in life.
A lot of them, yeah.
Those boring moments in life is what motivate you to do stuff. When I'm bored, I get up and I start to do stuff. When I'm like not just all fogged out smoking weed, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I got stuff to do. I can't just sit here in my room. Sitting in your room, in your mom's condo, is supposed to suck. You're not supposed to be there.
I'm glad you realize that living with your mom is embarrassing. I'm glad you're coming to that realization. That's good.
It took me 5 years.
It's taking you 25 years.
It took me 25 years, and in the last 7 days and 17 hours, 25 minutes, and 37 seconds, I have now realized, oh, this fucking sucks. Yep. Sitting in your room in your mom's condo is not fun. This is why they made weed legal, is to make you into a fucking loser. And not only keep you into a loser, is to keep you okay with being a loser. It's to keep you okay with all of these things.
That and money, yes.
You're supposed to be bored.
Yes.
You're supposed to be bored. I am so done. I don't think I'm ever going back to smoking weed, ever. I think it's over. I think that phase of my life is done.
So what are we habit stacking with here? What are we replacing that with? Not just work. Like, what are we doing instead of to receive that kind of dopamine, though? Because you can't just get rid of weed and not smoke weed. What are we doing instead? Are we doing heroin? Are we bringing heroin back?
Is heroin making a comeback?
Because of Robert Khakham? Is that what's going to happen?
Am I the guy that sets the trend?
I think you could be the guy. You have a bit of a heroin look to you.
Really?
I'm not calling you a girl. I'm not saying. I mean, like, you have like that like sickly fiend sort of heroin, lack of color in your face sort of look. Mm-hmm. And I mean that with all due respect.
I look like I've been nodding off on opioids.
You did. That's what I mean. You look sleepy when you came in.
I look like...
Because like yesterday you came in, or the other day you looked awake and alert, and today you came in and it was like, have you been smoking heroin?
No, I have been taking CBD oil. I've been taking CBD capsules.
So you're still doing weed?
No, I'm not doing weed. I'm doing CBD.
You're doing the other side of weed.
I'm doing the fun side. No, the non-fun side.
You were doing heads before, now you're doing tails. That's what you're doing.
I'm doing CBD. I have CBD.
No, CBD is nice though. I know what CBD is.
CBD oil. I've been taking CBD oil just because my body has definitely been in shock the last couple of days.
Of course.
Of just quitting cold turkey. Because they say weed isn't a drug. Okay, if weed isn't a drug, stop smoking it for 5 days.
Stop smoking it. Yeah, exactly.
Stop taking it for 5 days, and Tell me it's not a drug.
Yeah.
Tell me you don't feel it in your body. Tell me your body isn't just like, what the fuck is going on with me?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do to me? Why? What is happening?
Why is everything not so fun anymore?
Why is everything suck? Why can I understand what's happening around me? Why am I present?
Yes.
Why can I feel what I'm feeling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Being conscious is like the gayest thing, dude. It sucks. Like you really do start feeling shit and you start caring about people. That sucks. That's annoying.
Don't get me wrong. I totally understand why somebody would just completely nuke their brain.
Of course you
day
did.
in, day in. I did it.
Yeah.
Totally get it. But now that I'm back, I've escaped the matrix. I've escaped the
hey, let's not get too excited. All right, we're only 7 days and 37 seconds or something, so let's just chill. All right? We're coming back. We're coming back.
I've escaped the matrix of my brain, and I am now alert and conscious, and I can see all the things that have been affected through smoking weed. Here's the thing with weed is it makes you okay with things that you should not be okay with.
Give me an example.
And you don't even notice it while you're just in your foggy state of mind. Everything's just sort of has potential to be what it could be, but it's not. I have a college diploma. Okay, I finished college. I finished farming school.
You're a professional farmer.
I finished farming school.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a registered, certified horticulturalist. A certified. I know the shit out of plants. Okay.
Yeah.
And all throughout college, I was smoking weed. I would show up to class stoned out of my mind. Which you can say, hey, it's farming school. If you're not showing up high, what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly. Yeah.
Totally agree.
I think you did what you were supposed to do.
But then you show up and you got no clue what's going on. I finished farming school, average grades. I wasn't a what do they call them? Academic. What's the
scholar?
Yeah, scholars.
I don't know.
What's when you finish with high grades? What do they call you?
Smart.
I wasn't smart.
Brilliant.
I wasn't brilliant.
Capable.
I wasn't
not
capable.
retarded.
I wasn't not retarded.
Yeah. No, you were retarded.
I was very, very retarded.
Very retarded.
In farming school. I finished with a 3-point low GPA.
That's not terrible, though, is it?
Not terrible.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
Okay. So not retarded.
But I have a college diploma, and it's just sitting in its folder somewhere in my room.
Mm-hmm.
I have the frame for it. I've been meaning to frame it and hanging it up, but it's just been sitting there. It's just been...
What's been holding you back on that?
The weed.
But what about the weed? Like, why are you not hanging? Just laziness?
Because you forget.
Or do you feel like you don't deserve it?
You forget to do little shit like that.
Yeah.
It's little shit like that. You just completely forget. You're just very foggy about it, and you just don't do it. It's in the back of your head like, oh, I gotta do this. But then you know what? Hey, I will do this. Quick bong first. Quick little bong.
And then you forget, yeah.
And then you hit a bong, and you're like, what's on? Baseball? I love baseball. Stoned.
Yeah.
I love it. I've been trying to watch baseball sober. Can't do it. Even the CBD oil doesn't really help the baseball I totally
CBD
understand
kind of
now.
like chills you out. It makes you a little tired.
It makes me tired. I also did take a bunch of CBD oil before bed, and I did wake up very groggy this morning.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why, because CBD is supposedly supposed to be very healthy for you.
Yeah, but there's side effects to everything. What, do you think there's something that's all good out there?
Something without any side effects?
Yeah, there's
fentanyl.
Fentanyl. Okay, no problem. Yeah. I've seen some fatheads around my house, actually. They look like they're capable gentlemen, actually. You're right. Not the women. They can't handle it. But the men, they thrive.
But, and this is the beef, is even when I was smoking weed, I never, ever made my entire personality around, hey, I smoke weed. If your entire personality revolves around you smoking weed, you're a fucking bum. You are such a fucking loser. Like, listen, if it is a drug, which it is, okay? Which weed is a drug.
Yes.
Okay? It's the same as if you revolve your entire personality around any other drug. If you take Tylenol every day, you become a Tylenol guy. If you do cocaine,
Yeah. Okay. Now we're talking. All right. Now we're talking my language. Here we go.
and your entire personality revolves around I do blow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
No.
Not a good person. I
Not
agree. Not a good person to be around.
A very fun guy to be around.
No.
Not at all. If your personality revolves around you doing any sort of drug,
Yeah.
bro.
Is there any drug that you think the personality could revolve around that's like kind of cool?
See, now you're asking the right questions.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was trying and I found it. Okay.
Now you're asking. Ask me again.
Do you think there's a certain drug you could revolve your personality around that is cool?
Legal or illegal?
Whatever.
That is cool, eh?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Adderall. Do you think that's cool?
No.
Okay.
No. Adderall is not cool. Adderall is crystal meth.
Yes.
Is a stimulant.
Yeah.
It is crystal meth. Okay. Psychedelics are psychedelic people that
They annoy me. Yeah.
people that revolve their personalities around taking psychedelics, acid, mushrooms, the worst
So
people.
annoying. So annoying.
The worst people, because you know what happens? First off, you basically become schizophrenic after. You're already a schizophrenic person. How do you know that your whole personality revolves around this when the mushrooms change your personality every week? I've taken big doses of mushrooms before. I've taken 3.5, 4 grams of mushrooms in one sitting before with lion's mane, which is another. I listened to Joe Rogan. I listened to Paul Stamets, the great mushroom doctor of our generation.
Yeah.
Doing some great research, doing really good things.
Boots to the ground.
Doing some really great things with mushrooms. Not just fucking psilocybin, portobellos. We're talking creminis. We're talking all kinds of mushrooms. He's
just
doing
good cuisine, really. Yeah,
he's doing all kinds of research with different mushrooms. Paul Stamets. But if you're a mushroom guy and you just take mushrooms and your whole thing is the mushrooms are life-changing. These are life-changing mushrooms. Mushrooms will change your life. If you listen,
it'll awaken you a bit. You wouldn't admit that. It gives you an awakening of some sort.
It does. Listen.
Okay.
Mushrooms are a once-a-year drug.
Sure.
Mushrooms are a once-a-year when it's nice outside drug. You do not do mushrooms in your apartment and sit in your apartment. You do not do mushrooms going around town. You do it in the woods. You do mushrooms in at the cottage. Once a year on a weekend, Victoria Day weekend, Canada Day weekend, you take mushrooms, okay? And you look at a fireplace and you just stare at the fire until your eyeballs fucking burn off. You look at an acid, same thing. Acid is a once time on Halloween. Not even. Acid will.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Acid will either make you feel really good, or you will never be the same person again. You will get flashbacks. You will be terrified. You will be terrorized. On Halloween, I take that back. Do not do acid on Halloween. Do not do mushrooms on Halloween. You do it, and you do it with people you trust. You never do psychedelics with people who are there to fuck with you, ever. You never do mushrooms or acid with somebody who you do not genuinely feel very comfortable around doing, that has no bad intentions, okay? There are people out there who will give somebody psychedelics, and then when they feel the psychedelics start kicking in, they think it would be really fucking funny to just start fucking with them, which is a very evil thing to do. There's a special place in hell for people like that.
Yes.
For people like they think it's funny. It's not funny. It's never.
I would fuck with you on mushrooms.
I know you would.
Yeah.
I would never do mushrooms around you.
Dude,
ever.
Why? Why are you scared, man? Why are you scared of that?
Mushrooms are not a fun drug. They're not made to be a party fun drug to walk around and they're not those. Mushrooms are not
You've never done mushrooms with coke and drinking before, have you? That's where it's fun. That's where, like, because like in mushrooms where you get locked up and you can't really think, like you're thinking too much and you can't speak, and then cocaine kicks in and like it gives you the motor skills to start talking. And like, dude, you start saying some wild shit that you don't even knew you could even say, dude. And that's when you start partying. I recommend that actually. If you're going through a tough time and you think like, I don't know what to do, I don't know where I'm at, I don't know how to say what I want to say, like do some mushrooms and then take some coke, and you'll actually start speaking your mind very freely, dude. That's what you should do right now, because you're so like, you know, you're not smoking weed, you're jerking off like 4 times a day, like before you get out of bed and shit. Like it's just like do some coke and mushrooms to wake you up, and that'll get you going.
I'm on the drug of life right now, and I'm having a great time being sober on life.
That's good.
I'm having a great time.
It's boring, but that's good.
I'm having a great time being sober, just on life.
Yeah.
Just waking up and being like, all right, you know what? What are we doing? Let's get the espresso going. Espresso's my drug. I'll revolve my personality around espresso. All
right, so now you're on caffeine. Do you consider caffeine a drug?
Is
caffeine a cool drug? Is caffeine the cool drug we were trying to get to the bottom of? Is that the drug that's like, oh, that's cool to be on that?
It's not cool to be on it.
No, not cool.
It's not cool in the sense of this is sick. Like this is cool. You know, I'm on coffee.
You don't feel cool drinking a black coffee on the corner?
I'm on coffee. No, I don't. I feel gross.
I feel gross.
I feel gross.
That's a personal issue.
I drink espresso every day. I love it, but then it just makes me shit nonstop, and I need it.
That's a Jewish thing. That's not the coffee. That's your bowels.
I need it to get out of my system. Okay, but I do like the espresso. I do like. Listen, this is also something that happens with a lot of people that go sober, quote unquote. Is they either they always listen. You're always gonna gravitate to something else. If you're sober, people who have recovering drug addicts who are now sober either go one of a few ways. Okay, first way they go is they become gym dudes. They become gym people.
Yep, sure.
To them, their new drug now is working out. Gives them that dopamine, makes them feel good, right? They love the working out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's one way that a lot of times you'll see them. You can see them in the gym, okay? They're wearing wife beaters, okay? They're really, you can see they're making noises at the gym.
The sadness in their eyes too.
You see the sadness
because they not getting what they want.
They would love to be doing key bumps right now.
Yeah.
They would love to be smoking weed, but they can't. So they're just grunting. They're grunting at the gym. Recovering drug addicts at the gym will always grunt. Always, okay? If you see them grunt, they're really a lot of stuff is coming up for them, okay?
Yeah.
They're really grunting.
Yeah.
Okay? They're going at it, right? And while they're doing their set, they're thinking about how much better it would be right now to be on blow, to be smoking weed, to be shooting a fucking
objectively is better too.
Into their way better.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, yeah, cocaine is a more fun way to live your life.
That's one way.
Yeah.
The second way is they become, what do you call it? They become sweet tooth people. They become
candy. Yeah.
They become the sugary people. They become they because the sugar, the whatever's in the sugar, they love to. I become one of those people. I'm a bit of a sweet tooth guy when I stop smoking weed. In the 7
days of sobriety.
In the 7 days, I have just been craving just anything sweet I can get my hand off. Sweet iced coffee, chocolate bars. But here's the thing: they don't become fat.
If you quit heroin, you can eat brownies 3 square meals a day of that, 2,200 calories or whatever the standard is for an adult person, and you'll be fine. That's the Robert Khakham message.
Your body will be like, this ain't too bad.
This ain't shit.
Hey man, we've been through worse.
We've been through worse, yeah.
Man, I think I'm starved. I just really want something sweet right now.
I wish I had it. Honestly,
I really want
we don't keep sweets in the house because I'm such a crackhead for it. Like I can't. I'll eat it all.
And you've been doing blow recently?
No.
There it is.
No, that's why I don't keep them in the house.
There it is.
You know I don't. You know I don't do blow anymore.
I know.
Well, I mean, like, listen.
Because
if it's around, I'm not gonna not. So I'm not gonna say no. I'm not a fucking homo. But like, yeah, like, you know.
Exactly, and that's why you don't keep the sweets around because it listen.
Oh, I can't say no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It activates. That's the second type of person that becomes sober.
The second type of person is a fucking loser.
The second type of person is a sweets person, okay? If your personality revolves around you eating candy.
Careful. We know somebody. We
do?
Snack man.
Snack man.
What do you mean?
I love the snack man.
There's a whole thing of snacks.
Yeah.
He comes to comedy shows. He hands out snacks. Yeah. I will say right now, too, before you go on your rant, I love Snack Man. I used to do sets, and he would give me snacks after a bomb for no reason. I didn't deserve the snacks.
We're going to get him on the pod.
I really hope so, and I hope he brings snacks. And I hope you have the same energy.
He will bring snacks.
I hope you get no fucking snacks.
I will get snacks. And the whole time.
Because he'll try and bring you in. He'll be like, no, you need snacks. Here, take snacks.
The whole time.
You can't bring Snack Man down.
The whole time he's giving me snacks, I'm be like, yo, you're a fucking no. I love snacks. I love snacks.
That's so funny.
I love snacks. Hey, you got any more fucking O. Henrys?
Hey, fat ass, you got any fucking candy for me?
You know I'm sober now, right? Give me snacks.
Snack Man's just a pedophile. That's all. He just has snacks for the kids.
He should. If he was smart, he would be targeting recovering addicts.
Absolutely, yeah.
He should be.
That's actually 100%. I think Snack Man's in it for the love of the game, though. I think he's in it for the snacks and the snacks alone. I don't think he's in it for the profit because he would just hand them to you for free.
I love the Snack Man.
I think he's sponsored, isn't he?
We're gonna get him to sponsor this show.
Yeah, that would. Brother,
we're gonna get him to sponsor this show. He's gonna
you
love it.
Don't have to give me a cent if you get Snack Man to sponsor us, dude. Like that's it. I hope we get as big as possible, and I'll make money. No money.
He's gonna give us snacks.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying of all the other things, if we ever made money from this, like I don't want it. I just want Snack Man to give me snacks and to come on and talk to me about better snacks.
So, I took the bus.
And it was terrible.
I took the bus because my car was in the shop. Okay?
Yeah.
I only take the bus when I have no other option, just to see how the other side of the world lives. And I feel like a piece of shit for thinking like this, but sometimes, you have a car, right?
Yeah.
People are going to tell me to check my privilege. And that's okay. And I do understand I do have privilege. This isn't. You're a short Jew. You don't have privilege. This isn't one of those things. It is a privilege to drive a car. Period. Okay. It is. All right. Now everyone does that, right? But when I do not have that privilege and I have to be on the bus, and I have to be on the bus with somebody or on the bus myself, right? I'm always looking at it from the perspective of I'm only here because I have to be. A lot of you people, you're on the bus. This is your only choice. I'm here because in that situation, my car was in the shop. And I'm here. I'm not going to be here forever. You people are on the bus, not me.
Yeah.
I was on the bus. And there was let's say, I don't know, an old Filipino man on the bus drinking a beer. First of all, can we admit that drinking a beer on the bus is the best place to drink a beer? Drinking a beer on the bus is one of they should be giving out beers on the bus to make, if they were doing that, I think personally there would be no more fights on this bus. One beer maximum. We're not getting people hammered. You just give everyone one beer.
Just a quick fix.
You just give everyone one beer to keep them calm, keep them in their spots.
I mean, this completely contradicts your whole point of like you shouldn't be high on the bus. It shouldn't be fun. But I'm against you on that. Like I like to get fucked up wherever. So yeah, I'm in on this for sure.
Drinking a beer on the bus is the perfect time to drink a beer if you are going to drink one. There was an old Filipino man on the bus, and I guess he was probably a few beers deep, and he clearly He didn't have the best living situation. Calling him homeless, a little bit of a stretch, but he definitely wasn't. He wasn't killing it in life.
Yeah. How was he dressed? Was he dressed? I guess
he was dressed.
Yeah.
Is that camera charging?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
What are you worried about?
No, I'm not worried. All right.
Fucking chill, dude.
This Filipino man was on the bus, and for some reason, I guess he was having a good time. He started doing his thing, right? Some chick he cursed at some girl. I don't know what happened, but another Filipino girl who was a grown woman starts now fighting with him on this bus, being like, do not curse at me or something. I don't really know. I was in my earphones. I just tuned in mid-fight.
Yeah.
They were mid-fighting, just being like, don't curse to me. And he's being like, go fuck yourself. I don't know what the hell they started fighting about.
As he should, right? He can curse.
And then he started saying how he's going to kill himself. Be like, I'm going to fucking kill myself.
It's a crazy move to go to.
But the fight they started having was a fight about Jesus. I'm not sure because the Filipinos are very religious Christians. And they start fighting about whatever. And she kept being like, don't kill yourself. Jesus loves you. And he kept being like, shut up. That's your perception. It's your perception of if Jesus. Can we listen?
Yep.
You're gonna put this in the pod? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. The first one is called the Sterling. So what I did was, of course, I had my phone on me. I thought it'd be a great time to just start recording, and you can hear little glimpses of it, and we'll enhance the audio after. But let's do it here.
That's your own intellect. Don't bring
That's
that shit
the
on
Bible. Read the Bible.
Me. Yeah, well, I'll fucking read
If you
it
kill yourself, you're
a
gonna go to
million
hell.
times, bro.
If you kill yourself, you're gonna go to hell.
Well, that's where I belong.
You don't belong in hell. Nobody belongs in hell. God didn't make hell. It was Satan that made hell. God made heaven for you.
That's your own perception.
What?
That's your own perception.
That's the Bible. It's a fact. It's the truth. Jesus is the only way, the truth, and the life. Don't kill yourself.
Yeah, well,
Are you done that can of beer?
no.
You
No.
gonna have it?
No. Fuck
So
no.
you're gonna kill yourself.
You buy it?
I don't drink alcohol.
No, fuck, that's your lifestyle.
Anyways, I'll pray for you.
Whatever, yo.
Don't
This
kill
is my
yourself.
favorite part.
Gorgeous nation, take care.
I don't even know what you're saying right now. Because you're drunk.
Gorgeous
You are
nation.
drunk.
Gorgeous
You
nation,
are drunk.
take care.
You're drunk.
Gorgeous.
You're drunk.
Oh, you're very
You're
ugly.
drunk.
Okay, ugly.
You're
Take
drunk.
care.
You're drunk.
See, ugly.
Why are you drinking? That's not gonna help you.
Whatever, yo.
That's
That's
just gonna
How
cause
the
more
fucking
confusion.
you can tell me what to fucking do with my life?
Because I can see what
Okay,
it's doing
ugly.
to you. I don't care what you call me. Like I'm not.
I said
as
gorgeous
Whatever.
nation.
Whatever.
Gorgeous.
Anyways, whenever
Alright.
you choose to stop drinking alcohol, Jesus can literally change your life.
I have another woman.
So you have. I don't
my
care.
advantage.
Whoa. First of all, I'm not even talking about that right now. First of all, you need to pick
Whatever,
one.
yo.
Pick one. Jesus or your alcohol.
Fuck God.
It's my favorite.
Stay ugly. Fuck.
That's my favorite part. Is when she's leaving the bus, he goes,
Real business. Fuck.
"Stay ugly." Tell me that wasn't the funniest shit.
Dude, I love that. He seems, in a weird way, more coherent than
Yes.
she does.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Totally.
the way he is delivering his insults to her, she's like a classic, she sounds like she's drunk. She's like, God can save you, and he's just
Yeah.
like, that's your perspective. That's a very nice, that's an educated way to present that, I think.
Listen, lady. Look.
Yeah, listen, lady.
Listen, lady. Look, when you get on public transit, we all take a pact that say you look down at your phone, you look at your feet, you read your book, you do whatever the fuck you do. You do not talk or look at anybody else. If this guy's drinking a beer on the bus, who the fuck are you to ruin his good time by talking about God?
Yeah, that's assuming that it didn't start with him calling her a cunt or something like that.
I'm not sure exactly what, but he did seem like he was minding his own business.
Okay, he seemed like he
got
was.
him all riled up, and then he started being like, "You're ugly. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
My favorite thing now that he said, and I'm going to start saying to people as I leave, is go stay ugly.
Stay ugly is like, dude, that's a kill shot, dude.
Stay ugly. On her way, he got the last word in. She left the bus and he went, stay ugly.
And then the bus door shut.
And then the bus door shut and he
dude,
went, fucking cunt.
That's a win.
I love this city, and this is why, again, if I was stoned on public transit, I would be not as present as I was in that moment to enjoy this bus ride.
Absolutely. It's a good thing you were sober today.
I was observing, as an anthropologist, I was observing society in this small, crowded vehicle.
Yeah.
That's that.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Really is beautiful.
It is what the hell it is.
You got to witness some good shit today.
All right. We'll cut it. That was an hour something.
Yeah, we're
It's fine.
there.
Without the little
We're
thing.
good.
We had like a 2-3 minute delay. It's all right. Thank you for listening, everyone. This has been the Robert Khakham Show. As always, with my producer, Tyler Hartley.
Okay.
Did it great.
I don't like when we say it at the same time.
Thank you so much for listening. Have a great rest of your week. Goodbye.